If you answered 2, then enjoy the VC.
There you go, but guess what? We have some more for you. What years did Zach LaVine win the dunk contest?
Is it 2014 and 15, 2015 and 16, 2016 and 17, or 2017 and 18?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darius Garland is drawing comparisons to another all-time Cavs point guard, 4-time All-Star Mark Price. Now, Price said, "I do see it. I really like his game. They come into the NBA so young now. All Darius has to do is stay. He's going to be a star for a long time." Well, if anyone would know Kevin, it would be him. Back to you.
You're exactly right. They're both dead-eye shooters, aren't they, David? We appreciate that report. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics, Brogdon on the wing. He's joined by Brown. In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason. So, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Now, here's Garland. Stolen by Smart. Outside Tatum. No good on the 3. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Back to Smart. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
First team foul.
Smart, no good on the free throw. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Brown champs it in!
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Garland kicks to Okoro. Shoots. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. Back to Brogdon for 3. Mobley with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Garland looking it over. Taken away by Williams. Outside Tatum. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Here's Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Malcolm Brogdon.
First team foul.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him, and here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Looking at this Cleveland Cavaliers team, this is a squad that really wants to get out of that championship team shadow. They want to establish their own identity.
Kevin Love's checked in for Evan Mobley. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. We talked about it, Richard. The city of Cleveland eternally grateful to LeBron for winning them a title back in 2016.
And so is the franchise, but it's understandable why these players want to be given respect on what they've done for this team since he left, especially considering the recent success they've had with this young crew.
Now, here's Mitchell. After Jaylen Brown's miss, Mitchell's shot is good.
And this is what makes Mitchell dangerous, his ability to rise up immediately after catching that pass.
Outside, Smart. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Garland. Inside, Allen. Nice D from Williams.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen by Smart. Here's Tatum. The shot from the low post is good. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, you know, each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Tatum. Gallinari, he's checked in for Brown. And Derek White subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. And Rubio kicks to LeVert. Can they get it? Nailed from three-point land.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Now, here's Horford. He had 15 points last out. Nice shot by Smart.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
1:46 left in the first. Bangs home the trifecta. LeVert's got 6 points.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Here's Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Now Love. After Gallinari missed from long range.
Lightning quick release from Love there.
Pass to Williams. Kicks to Gallinari. And that one drops.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's LeVert. He's got 6. The pass to Love. And stolen by Horford. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Gallinari missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
LeVert finds Wade. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the...
Celtics entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics. Brogdon on the wing. He's joined by Brown. Griffin out there with Jason Tatum. And it's White in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Griffin passes to White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
After their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Garland is checked in for Cleveland. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Garland, the pass to Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Brown outside. Garland against Brogdon. Shoots over Garland. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Outside Garland. Here's Osman. Another 3 for Cleveland.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Brown outside. Back to Brogdon. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Proving how coachable he is, Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 2. This is it to Brown. Right side, Griffin. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about Jaylen Brown, part of that young core for the Celtics?
Yeah, he's been through a lot with this young group of guys. They've grown together, they've come in together, and they've gotten better together. And you've seen the production of Brown increase because of it.
Al Horford is checked in for Blake Griffin.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. He's perfect from the line this time. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Garland against Brogdon. The tray, and it's Darius Garland with the three. Garland's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Brogdon outside, on the wing. Brown. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Great D that time from Love.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Great instincts with the ball. Garland just picks a guy. Look, he sets him up to score.
Left side, Williams. The kick out to Brown. Sinks the three-pointer. Brown's got 7 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And the Cavaliers call time here. It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Grant Williams is checked in for Robert Williams. And Smart subbed in for Brogdon. It's Brown on the wing. No good on the shot. Great D that time from LeVert. Cleveland leading by 4. Rubio outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about the recognition there from LeVert? The coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
Brown outside. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Here's Osman. He's guarded by Williams. LeVert inside the line. Again, the Cavaliers score.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside Tatum. Stolen by LeVert. To the inside. And here's Love from the arc. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And now a 12-point Cavalier lead. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. And Greg, for Kevin Love. He feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
Boston making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Horford. And it's White in for Jaylen Brown. Then for the Cavaliers, Allen's checked in for Love. And Evan Mobley subbed in for Jetty Osman.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gallinari.
Hard to stop a guy without his physical gifts inside. He forces the defense to get sloppy and foul.
The Cavaliers getting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Griffin's checked in for the Celtics. No good on the second free throw.
Jared Allen has become a cornerstone of this Cleveland Cavalier team. He plays on both sides of the ball with such intensity.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's White. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Stevens, the pass to LeVert. And another three for Cleveland.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And stolen by Mobley. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far it hasn't been close. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 18. And don't go away.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Cleveland so far?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy team.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to
Here we go, fans. Time to make some
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, guys, Caris LeVert getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, in at small forward and power forward, it's Okoro and Mobley. Mitchell is out there with Caris LeVert. And a talent in at the 5. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Mobley misses. Celtics trailed by 18. Pass to Smart. And he converts the layup. Smart's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Boston.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
It's Brown on the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Okoro's got 4 rebounds in this game. Mitchell passes to Mobley. Over Tatum. And too long on the shot. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Dishes it to Williams. Mobley with the block.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
And the shot goes in. Mobley's got 6.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Where to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Celtics Entertainment.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Mitchell against Brogdon. Williams can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Mitchell, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not 1 miss on the day.
Tatum against Wade. Outside Tatum. To end the run, and Wade sends it back.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Celtics. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 10.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Out to the right wing. Here's Love. Boston grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Tatum, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Hits it from three-point range.
Potent from the corners. Love's ability to stretch out the defense is so valuable. It really opens up things for their entire offense.
Back to Brown. Wants to get it to Tatum and does.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can guard him with the lead pass. Well done.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
5 on the clock. Here's Gallinari. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive foul. And you see the muscle Gallinari's added to his frame. Now able to draw contact and still finish the play.
Boston making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Garland against Brogdon. Griffin with the steal. Now, here's Brogdon. He's guarded closer. It's Brogdon on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brogdon's got 7.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Down low. Here's Allen. And Griffin sends it back. To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 9 points in the game so far.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
The 3 from Garland sinks the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
A consistent threat from outside. Garland looks to fire whenever he can get open from there.
Pass to White. Gallinari on the wing over Mitchell. And it's Gallinari missing. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Here's Garland. Good D by Brogdon. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Griffin kicks to Horford. Over Mitchell. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 7th assist in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's ready to fire.
And so it's Cleveland holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Brogdon on the wing, he's joined by Brown. In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. And it's Smart in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Shooting 1.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, Homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the paint. Here's Brown. Count it. Good. And 12 points for Jaylen Brown.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Up top, Garland. Guarded by Smart. Teardrop shot. The rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes him a tough cover.
Celtics trail by 21. He kicks it to Brown. Back to Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Love how Tatum commits to his shots. A foul won't stop him from getting an and
at the line. Jason Tatum.
That free throw, no good.
For 2.
And the second free throw, good. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Left side, Brown. Count it.
Sometimes Brown just looks unstoppable. A little contact doesn't bother him at all.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Garland, the pass to Okoro. Allen in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Allen, that's good.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. It's Brogdon on the wing. LeVert defending. Williams trying to break free. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 22. Mobley dishes to Garland. Back to Mobley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
And he sinks the second. This game is always changing, and there are fads, it's cyclical, RJ, in so many ways. Here we have the last 4 MVP winners, all 6'11" or taller, when a lot of people think it's a game of 6'6", 6'7" guys.
Yes, that's true, and I'm glad that it's starting to come back. You know why? Because I had to go against Shaq and Tim Duncan and David Robinson my first 2 times in the finals. And everyone's like, you're 0-2. It's like I had to go against those Giants. I'm glad to see that Giants are back and dominating the game.
Yeah, clearly the big men are not extinct. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
The mechanics of Tatum's jumpers are so solid and allow him to shoot at will there.
The 3 from Garland. Knocks down the 3 ball. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Celtics passing it around. The pass to Smart. Six on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. Austin getting another chance here. There's the 3. That one, no good.
and he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Brogdon with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Outside Garland. Another three for Cleveland.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The 10-footer. Williams kicks to Smart. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Allen. He's guarded by Williams. Allen passes to Garland. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Darius Garland.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Lopez right side. It's hauled in by Cornette. So it's the Celtics now. Here's Smart. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Neto, the pass to Lopez. Neto surveying the floor and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Pritchard. Here's Smart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And so, Smart nails both of them. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Stevens, and he connects with the jumper.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way